So the Magi arrive in Jerusalem and they ask around and they go, Where is this king that was just born, that was promised?" And the guy who's currently king there, a guy by the name of Herod, isn't pleased with this. He's the king and he should remain the king. And so he does a little bit of snooping. He asks the priests, "Where's this Messiah supposed to be born?" And the priests know. That they go to the Old Testament, they go to the book of Micah, and they say, "Oh yeah, it says, but you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah. For out of you will come a ruler who will be the shepherd of my people Israel." They knew exactly where Messiah was going to be born, but when they heard these people from far away talking about it, they didn't get excited. They just said, "Oh, that's where we're supposed to be born. Go ahead, check it out, whatever." They were bad clergy. They knew God's word well, but they didn't apply it to the people around them. They didn't share in that joy. And maybe you have been bitten by that. Maybe you have been blessed with clergy, with pastors, with leaders in your church that knew God's word well, but didn't know how to use it well, or weren't overjoyed by it. And you wondered, did they really believe this? But what's amazing is that God took these priests that knew God's word and weren't excited and used them to bless the Magi, because now the Magi went and they took what they learned from God's word and they got to meet Jesus. So I want to encourage you, if your clergy, if your pastor is using God's word, God is still going to use his word to bless you. Maybe you can be an encouragement to that person and remind them of the joy that God's word brings, that his promises bring. But I want to encourage you. The blessing comes through God's word. Cling to that.